Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 6:45 in the morning. I've had a really good sleep. I will be going back off to sleep again in a minute. It's a bit too early for me to get up. But yeah, it's been a really good night. I woke up at 4:30, I think it was. Needed a wee, so got a bit cold, put the heater on. But yeah, I'm comfy, I'm toasty. It's really nice. Really nice. Now I'm having some, where is it? There it is. Cheese and carrots and grapes, which I picked up from Asda. Got a really sore bit up here, right up at my back teeth. I keep biting the skin on the inside of my mouth. So it's swollen, which means it's getting in the way of the back teeth. I'll bite down. It hurt. Keep an eye on that. I'll take a painkiller or something anti-inflammatory. Today we're off to see some caves and a waterfall, hopefully. There's a plan of action. For now, I'm just going to enjoy my cheese and my bits of apple and my grapes for breakfast. A cup of tea and a pot of rice pudding for second breakfast, because I am going on a hike. That's looking a tad grim out there today. I do hope it improves. It's a wee bit drizzly. You can just about see some hills. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. My, you grow. You're so small.
You're so midgety. So very small. Sorry?
It's my diet. I've shrunk.
You have shrunk dramatically.
This one. Leap down.
Oh, I've got to come that way, have I? Rightio. I'm not leaping. I'll walk. Like these rocks, they're really worn. Ooh, and slippy. I feel we're outnumbered by dogs. Which way?
Right way.
I'm a traveling spirit, I've seen many shores, from the West Pacific to the island of Kenya. They treat me like a son anywhere I go, and even though no one can tell, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. On my own. that no one else can carry this load. It's a train where I'm the only passenger on board. Oh, there is beauty to enjoy on this road, but even so, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. On my own.
I found a puddle! Oh, is that the end? That's the end. I found a really big puddle.
Yeah. We didn't.
Did you not?
Why didn't we send you first?
Right. Oh, thanks.
Come on out.
Right, so I've got to come back not standing in the puddle.
So, this is bunker C for when you have to escape from coronavirus. Just no problem.
I'm kind of thinking I'll go with coronavirus, thanks.
Oh, you're doing the splits. Dave, come on, this way.
Are you not filming this?
Hold on a minute, actually.
Well, actually, I don't think I've got much of an option, because I've got to go through that again, haven't I? It's dripping. Can I move now? Right. Woo. Ugh.
Come on out.
Ugh.
Dogs don't help in the way. Come on out the way.
To be fair, there's not a lot of options of places to go, but it doesn't involve putting my foot back in the water. Faye, could you give me a little ride on your back? Thanks. Oh, I've just got to do it, haven't I? If you were gentlemen, you would put your coats down for me to walk on. I am a princess.
Well, Babe's got it on that side
Which
wall
side?
there. And she's only up to her belly, so you'll have to get up to your knees. We're not laughing at your misfortune, really.
Thumbnail? Picture?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Excellent. Because you might have to come rescue the... Oh, I'm just going to have to go.
That's not bad.
That was really wussy of me, wasn't it?
There, babe. Come on out.
So you might have to leave me in the cave, rescue the camera and put my vlog up when you get home. The last we saw of Pippa, she was in a cave avoiding coronavirus. She's self-isolated in the mud.
Hermitage.
Yeah, hermitage. Oh, dabble snotty. Yeah, I don't like that cave. Get me a better cave, please.
So, what is this like, finding a house in the country?
Not that house. I have problems with the water facilities being on the floor and not in a pipe. Cave number 2. Cave number 2, is it? The cave, not a cave. Okay. Do we need to know about any puddles before I enter?
No, that'd spoil it.
Okay. Do you think there'll be bats? I love bats.
We didn't see any bats yesterday.
No?
It hasn't got a belfry.
Oh, well. That'll be it then. If it hasn't got a belfry, I don't want it. What about Wi-Fi? Is there?
I think these poles
are from a riverbed.
Oh, okay.
You often where up there near Hawes we saw, didn't we?
Yeah.
A riverbed full of holes like this, where
So it's like
a
swirls.
pebble has sworn,
Oh,
been spinning round. and
right,
it's been
yeah,
worn.
pebble.
Then the ecological movement, it's put the riverbed
On its side.
on its side.
Oh, so this is at the bottom. This was at the
It used to
bottom,
be-
not up
yeah,
against the
this
side.
used to be flat,
Right,
and then over time the whole thing's gone upright.
because it's had like a tectonic shifts
Yeah.
and stuff.
So it's gone through.
Should I be reading the bump that you kindly gave me?
Space in there.
It doesn't say that in there. So one day in the spring of 1837, just before the accession of the young Queen Victoria. What is an accession?
She's about to come to the
Right,
throne.
she's
She's her dad's died.
Right.
Her mum's died.
Michael Horner sat in a corner eating plum pudding. No, he didn't. And some friends from Settle were out walking with their dogs in the Yorkshire Dales when one of the dogs ran off ahead and disappeared down a foxhole. Michael decided to follow suit. Opening up the hole, Michael found himself crawling down a narrow passage into a completely unknown cave with Romano-British objects still lying on the floor. As Victoria was now the Queen of England, he decided to name the cave Victoria England. No, Victoria Cave.
You're as bad as me.
I know. It's right there in front of me. Why can't I read it? I'm ad-libbing. So this clearly wasn't the hole he undug.
I assume not, because otherwise I'd thought they'd seen it before.
Might have noticed it.
I wondered whether that was blocked there, and that was the foxhole. The dog went down that little narrow.
Well, the little narrow bit down there.
Yeah.
And they've dug it out since.
Or it's collapsed.
Or it's collapsed, yeah. Okay, what does it say? The cave certainly had plenty of animal bones. The earliest, at 130,000 years old, included those of hippos, narrow-nosed rhinos, elephants and spotted hyenas. Were there any human remains, though? As news of the finds in the cave grew, two prominent figures in mid-Victorian science became interested in the cave. Charles Lyell, who was he? Was he important?
I've
No.
never heard of him. but-
And Charles Darwin.
Yes.
The two Charles. It was a Charlie mission.
But we had this discussion yesterday. Our two Charles eyes.
Charles Eyes or Charlie? They're Charlies. They're Charlies.
Right, Charles.
Decided that they wanted to be involved, and in 1869 they formed the Settle Cave Exploration Committee, and large-scale excavations. There you go. Excavations began. So they probably dug it out. In 1870, the hunt was on to find skeletal evidence, see I can't read it, of a missing link to support Darwin's theory of evolution. Sadly, none were found in the cave. This is not where they found Lucy.
No.
Or the new one. In amongst the animal bones of reindeer was an 11,000-year-old antler harpoon point, the first evidence of people living in the Yorkshire Dales. For other archaeologists, the Roman layers were even more interesting. Here, a collection of unusual bronze and bone artefacts were found, including brooches, coins and pottery, some of which were imported from France and Africa. The unusual nature of some of the finds has led archaeologists to believe that the cave was used as more than just a storage place or shelter for craft workers. It could have even been some sort of shrine. Ominous. Some of the finds were on display at the Craven Museum, see? In Skipton. You see, now you would have redone that, wouldn't you? The terrible mistakes taken out.
Yeah, but it usually takes half an hour to redo it, time and time again, and then Keith gets frustrated with me.
If you want the better version without the mistakes, go to Camper Van Dale's version.
No, it's just as bad.
Because
And then Keith puts the outtakes up, and I look at right, fool.
But it's a lovable fool. Ooh. Ow! That was my head. Oh, there's another bit of my head. Slippy, slippy.
Yeah. Can you get down?
Yeah.
Then it looks like the floor is a bit hollow as well, if you're not careful.
Is it?
Wait.
There's no cave drawings.
No.
there is a little candle.
Sorry?
There is a little candle.
Yeah.
I think my boobs get in the way.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, somebody's carved something into the wall. Oh. Whoa! Lots of foliage.
Yes. Now, shall we?
Narrow-nosed rhinoceroses.
Oh, it's the smallest narrow-nosed rhinoceri I ever did see. Maybe it's a pygmy rhino that lives in here.
The missing link.
The missing link. They didn't excavate far enough. Yeah, that looks like a rib bone. Another rib bone.
No. Yeah.
That looks sort of spiny. That one. Do you know what? My mum didn't even like me going on a climbing frame. She'd be having a hissy fit when she watches this. Sorry, Mum, but I'm over 40 now. I'm going to get a wet bum. I'm going to have to sit on this to get down.
Just where your shoe is now.
Yep.
What's that? Is it a coffee cup?
It's a lid of a pot of something.
Right, okay. Shut up.
I got a wet bum because I had to sit down on a rock. Oh, it's just dripped down my butt cleavage. That's very
Come away.
unpleasant.
Now, babe, come away. The drips in here are probably these stop, and then there's like a big load of them again. Let's put them up somewhere above
They
them.
gather. Oh, I've got a wet butt cleavage now. Again, my mother will be so proud. That goes on for quite a way. Yeah, it's not happening.
No.
No. I'm very flattered that you think it might be possible, but it's not. It's like the size of a storage box. I found a giant. Look behind me. There's his forehead. There's his nose. He's laying down. There's his chin. And it goes up onto his chest. He's having to lay down in Yorkshire. It's the Yorkshire giant. They do exist. Albert doesn't want us going in his cave. He's fortified his home. Unsafe cave, that's why. That's what it says.
Restricted to preserve the cave deposits.
Ah.
Says on the sign. Restricted by.
Oop. English heritage. Very nice. He's got a nice cave, as Albert.
He has.
So that would be the Victoria and Albert caves then, yes?
Yeah. And there is another one called Jubilee, but I don't know where
Is that that little one that I got stuck in? What's that up there? Is that a ladder?
Yes.
Wedged.
So obviously you need a ladder at some stage down there. It's, I mean,
If you're determined, you just pop round the railing.
Yeah. There's a nice little shot. Wriggly, wriggly worm. Is this a worm's eye view if I get right down close? What can you see, wormy? I couldn't make the tea, sorry, I needed to make a fire first.
I think that's a fireplace.
I've got a small leak going on. Yeah, there's a hole. Either that or someone's installed a mirror.
Hello.
Anyone home? I've got a skylight.
Right. Now, this way.
Oop. This is where we need to do what Kev did and stick a GoPro on the dogs. Oh. You want the torch? More caves. You found a view, have you? We are being watched. He's got camera shy.